name's Tiana, and today I'm going to be sharing a review of Good Medicine Beauty Lab, so let's get into the review. Okay, so a little bit about Good Medicine Beauty Lab is that they harvest wildcrafted and organic botanicals and desert plants, and they kind of call it plant medicine or desert plant medicine, and they're very kind of like woo in the sense that they say that every formula is brewed with magic and love, and it's very intentional, which I personally love because I'm all about that. And what I really love is the uniqueness of the ingredients that they use and the raw potency of those ingredients. So what's really cool is that they actually harvest a lot of these desert plants themselves because they are, I believe, based out of Arizona or like one of the desert states. It's like Arizona or Utah, something like that. I'll correct myself in the description below if I'm saying this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Arizona. But what I think is really, really cool is that they use unique desert plants in their formulas, and they use a lot of really unexpected ingredients in their pretty raw, potent form. And so because of that, their ingredients work really synergistically with the skin. They're not like, you know, engineering things that are going to make you sensitive or that are going to be too abrasive. And I really like that aspect, and their products actually work really well. One of the things that can be kind of frustrating with natural beauty is that it might have really great ingredients, but they might not do anything, or it might have really pure ingredients, but the effects are not there, or it breaks your skin out, or it like, you know, irritates your skin or something, right? So that's one of the things I really love about Good Medicine Beauty Lab is that they are balancing this like potency and like really potent plant formula with effectiveness. So it's not just that, you know, you're using this really natural product. It's great for the environment. It's great for, you know, your skin in terms of being like non-toxic, clean, and safe, but does nothing. It actually has some really great effects. And they did send me a couple products, but I'm going to talk about other products that I've tried in the past because I purchase from them all the time. I pretty much tried almost everything in their line at this point. So I will be talking about stuff I don't actually have in my collection, and I did ask them to send me 3 products to show you a really simple skincare line you guys can incorporate into your routine for the fall if you're interested in trying them. I like to do that with every review, so that way you guys have a simple application of how you could try these products. But I also have some here as well that I purchased myself that were already in my collection that I'll be talking about, just to give you guys a well-rounded review, because I've had some comments in the past say like, oh, well, you know, I thought this wasn't sponsored, but turns out it is. None of these videos are sponsored, first of all. I just have, you know, I ask the brands if they want to send me stuff, and sometimes they do. And that helps me out because I don't have to spend all of the money to front the cost for the products that I was already gonna, you know, feature. And it helps me out, but they don't pay me to like feature the products. They don't pay me to say certain things about the products. They don't pay me to make any of this content. I'm already making the content. This is something I already want to do. And then I ask them like, hey, would you be willing to send me these products? If they say no, I'm still going to buy them. So that's just a little bit of clarity and disclaimer there that that's kind of how it works. And that's why I'm showing a mix of products I've purchased and products that they send me specifically for this video review, and also mentioning other products I've tried in the past so that you guys can get a well-rounded view of what Good Medicine Beauty Lab products are all about and which ones can be used for what. Okay, so let's get into the products. So the first product I want to talk about is my all-time favorite product from Good Medicine Beauty Lab, and it is Ash's Cleansing Grains. And this is the old packaging, and it's a 9-ounce jar, which is why I'm showing it to you, because it's their old branding. Their new branding, they actually sent me another one for this video just to show you their new branding because it's so beautiful, and I think this reflects a lot more accurately like what their brand is about and what their message is about. It's very alchemical, which I think I talked about in another haul video when they first had sent me products a couple months ago showing the rebrand, which was just a couple of things. But yeah, definitely think this is really, really cool. But again, I bought this 9-ounce jar just to show and like prove to you guys I actually buy some shit from the brands I talk about. Because I feel like there's no clarity there, and I don't want to not address it and for people to think that it's sponsored. But anyway, but yeah, this is the 9-ounce jar I bought because I love it so freaking much. And what's really cool about this particular product is that it has 50+ trace mineral sea salts, and it also has organic powdered potato and juniper berry. And I'm gonna open the one that's already open, which is the old one that I'm using currently. I use this pretty much every day. It's like a very fine milled white powder, and it smells like, it's really hard to describe, like if you've ever smelled like, I don't know, like wet, not dough, wet flour, it kind of smells like that. It has like a very herbal, powdered, flowery scent to it, which is probably the potato starch powder that I'm smelling. And really in the beginning, it kind of put me off when I first tried it, which was, I don't know, like 4, maybe 5 years ago for the first time. It was actually recommended to me by a friend who has really sensitive acne prone skin. And she was like, this is the only thing that's cleared my skin up. And so I was like, gotta try it. But yeah, so what I really love about this product is not only that it has really unique like desert botanicals in it and like mineral salts and stuff in it, and it also has that organic potato powder, which is really sort of strange, but actually potato has been known to have like brightening, skin brightening and clarifying properties to it. So it actually is really good for like clarifying the skin and refining it. And, you know, the potato powder is a gentle exfoliant for your skin as well, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know, abrasive on the skin. It's not super aggressive. It does have a slight tingling effect, which you could dim by adding more water or adding honey instead of just using it on its own, which I've done before, and it kind of dims the effect a little bit. And it does have baking soda in it, and when it contacts with water, it's like it foams up a little bit. It's kind of like the effect that you would see if you've ever tried the clean dirt from Lindstrom. It's a little bit similar in like the foaming action, very similar type of consistency. But anyhow, so yeah, it is very, you know, gently cleansing, a little exfoliating. It doesn't like, it's not going to take your makeup off, but it will definitely take that like grimy, dull skin feel that you get, which I tend to get in the summer, or like if I've had a long day and I have makeup on. So what I'll do is I'll gently cleanse with oil first to get my makeup loosened up. And then I will go ahead and use this cleanser over that. And sometimes I'll triple cleanse with a gel cleanser just if I've missed stuff around my nose or something like that, or if there's like residue of the oil. It really just depends on the season and like how my skin is feeling and how much makeup I'm wearing, right? Because sometimes it's hard to get off, but that's just personal preference of how I personally use it. But anyway, that is definitely one of my favorite products. Another favorite product is their Clarity Cream, which I don't actually have here, but if you want to like, you know, fact check me and look back in my old posts on my blog for my first Good Medicine Beauty Lab review, you'll actually see it there in that blog post that I talked about the Clarity Cream, because it's freaking amazing. If you've ever tried, I don't know if you tried this, it's a very kind of obscure British brand, but it's called Antonia Burrell. She's a facialist. She has something called the Cream Supreme, and I was like religiously obsessed with it for a really long time, but it's so expensive. It's like $115. Clarity Cream is like the budget-friendly version of that cream. Like the effects wise, the ingredients are completely different. But the Clarity Cream has that kind of effect if you deal with acne, if you deal with skin dullness, if you deal with uneven skin tone, if your skin just kind of gets like a weird ruddiness to it. The Clarity Cream is like a complete godsend. And it's so gentle, but like hydrating, but also like refining to the skin and cleans the pores out. Like it has all of the best qualities that you could have in a cream. And I've mentioned it in so many posts on my blog because like legitimately it feels like it encapsulates so many skin concerns and addresses them in one cream. It's amazing. And in hindsight, I'm thinking like, why didn't I ask them for that product? But also we're going into fall and it's not as nourishing as some of the other products I'm going to show you in a minute. But it's still really worthwhile, especially if you have an oily combination or acne prone skin type, or if you deal with like skin that just feels like dull and just like ruddy or clogged pores. Even if you have like dry patches, it's a really good one that you could pair with like a face oil or with a water-based gel product to kind of lock that moisture in with the cream and a gel. It's really, really amazing. I can't say enough good things about it, but let's get into the next few products. Well, a couple of notes. So I did have the Honeybee Revelation Mask, but I just ran out of that. I used the last of it the other day. That's a great mask. It reminds me of, it kind of has like a similar feel to it as the, the Leilani Mermaid Mask, but it's not as sugary. It's more like a honey jelly feel, but it has kind of like similar feel when you apply it to your skin, except that it's not, it doesn't have that scratchiness of like a sugar scrub like Mermaid Mask does. It's very, like I said, very gelatinous, very gentle, but kind of like similar ingredients, very honey based, but it has more of a medicinal scent to it because they use those desert botanicals in it. And so it feels more like honey medicine, like almost rather than the sweet citrus of the Mermaid Mask, if that makes sense. Love that one. That one's really great for skin hydration. If you need a hydrating mask, that's a great one to try out. I also have the Smudge Spirit Detox Mask here. This is like, it's a basic clay mask, but it also has organic tomato powder and spirulina. So it has high content of vitamin A in it, and also high antioxidant content. I'm like spilling it everywhere. High antioxidant content, which is great for like fighting things like pollution. If you have a long day, if your skin's looking really dull, if you just have clogged pores and you want to pull things out of it and brighten your skin, it will do wonders over time. It is a little more detoxing and clarifying though. So if you have a drier skin type, then I would definitely go for the Honeybee Revelation Mask. That's going to be more nourishing to your skin. It's going to be more skin softening. This is great. It definitely has like a similar feel to it as like the Malin Strum Problem Solver, which is, you guys know if you've been watching my channel, it's my holy grail face mask of all time. But this one's really great too, has similar properties, a little bit different ingredients obviously, but definitely I really like this one, just not so much in the winter. Now that I'm getting older, my skin's more like combination normal instead of combination oily, like it is in the summer. And so this is definitely like a staple for summertime, or if my skin just feels really clogged. But yeah, definitely love this one, and you get quite a lot of product in here for the price. Like, it's very affordable. Trying to like see how many ounces this is so I can tell you. Wow, they just like, 2 ounces of product. I believe this mask like $30 something. And it's just, you get so much product because it is in a powder form. And the same goes for the Ashes Cleansing Grain, which also comes in powder form, which you only need like maybe half a teaspoon each time you wash your face. It's gonna last you a million years. Like that 9-ounce one I've had forever and ever and ever, and I use it every freaking day. And you can also use the Ashes Cleansing Grain, just going back on it because I've had it so long. You can also use it as a scalp treatment or a face mask. I've done that where I've mixed it with honey, or yogurt is really good too. And I've also used it as a scalp treatment. If you have like a dry, itchy scalp, it's also a really great cleansing treatment that doesn't dry your scalp out. So just random thought. Moving into like the basic skincare routine that I asked them to send me. This is the Rain Cleansing Oil. It's just your standard like cleansing oil, but it does have quite a few beneficial ingredients. So sweet almond oil, apricot oil, argan oil, rosehip, evening primrose, jojoba, aloe vera oil, castor, tamanu, vitamin E, carrot seed, rose, rosemary, rosewood, and geranium. So quite a few plant oils and essences in this one. And I mean, you know, it is kind of like your standard face oil, but it definitely has potent ingredients. Like the quality of the ingredients is very high. So if you're looking for a cleansing oil that does feel like it's really gently cleansing your skin and removing your makeup, this is a great one. It doesn't, like, to me, it's not super standout, but I definitely love that it's gentle on the skin. They use oils that are like kind to the skin, that are gentle enough to be used on sensitive or acne prone. Unless you have like sensitive to essential oils, then I would, you know, steer clear, because this does have some essential oils in it. But as far as a cleansing oil that I would use that doesn't make me like, it's not super heavy on the skin, it's not going to make your pores clogged or whatever, this is a great one. And it's also great for like winter time, like when it's super cold out and you might have dry patches. This is great for facial massage, the lymphatic drainage massages, and also like gua sha and facial rollers. This pairs really well because it is like a really thick oil, but again, it's not going to clog your pores, and it's a light oil in the sense that it will not break you out, but it feels very thick in terms of consistency, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is a great one, great for removing makeup, great for facial massage. And for wintertime, I do that a lot more because I do tend to get like dry patches around my nose or redness because it is so cold. at least for me, which is saying something because it's California, so it's only going to get to like 30 at the lowest, or maybe 20, maybe. Doubt it though. Not in that kind of California area. But for me, to combat the weather change, this type of product helps a lot. So this next product is the Breeze Revival Face Mist. I've used this many, many times. I've also used their, I think it's called like Purity Tonic or something like that. That one's another great one. The thing about these face mists is that specifically with Good Medicine Beauty Lab, it smells like the strangest scent, like very clean, very plant. I don't know how to describe that, but like very, very clean. It's almost hard to place. And actually it's really great because it's not going to dry your skin out or anything, but it's so, I don't know, it's really hard to describe. But they use a lot of desert botanicals, as I said. I'm just going to read a couple off this so you can get an idea of the kind of plant ingredients that they use. So this is desert sage, which is wild crafted, juniper berry, chaparral, dandelion, alfalfa, orange blossom hydrosol, aloe vera juice, wild raw honey, and raw apple cider vinegar. So this is great for balancing the pH of your skin, obviously with the ACV. And it's also great for, you know, acting as an astringent without drying the skin out. And also a lot of these ingredients are great for brightening, hydrating, calming, soothing, that sort of thing. But they are very unexpected. Like, it's not your typical face mist that you would get from, you know, the run-of-the-mill, you know, natural skincare company. And that's like one of the main reasons I would say Good Medicine Beauty Lab stands out so much to me, is because they use such unexpected ingredients that really benefit the skin, and you just wouldn't think of it, like alfalfa, you know, chaparral. I hardly know what that is. You know, obviously the juniper berry, the sage, like it's very sort of like, I don't know, metaphysical in a way, but then benefits the skin a lot. And I freaking love that. And the scents might be a little unexpected, but very, very clean. It's not overwhelming. It's not going to overwhelm your senses. And I love that. Because you don't want to like be wearing skincare that like makes you sneeze, or, you know, makes your senses irritated or whatever. And also, if you are sensitive to essential oils, these might be one of the brands you could actually patch test and see if you're able to use it, because they are so like, they feel so intentionally put together that it's like they're not abrasive, but they have such great effects over the long term. I don't know, it's really difficult to describe, but that's the best I can do for that. But anyway, let's move on to the next product. Okay, so the last product I wanted to share with you is their Youth Nectar. And this is a face serum that has wild raw honey, prickly pear, cucumber, and it definitely feels like it has cucumber in it. It also has freshly juiced cucumber. Oh my God, I didn't even know that. Grapefruit, lime, potato, aloe vera juice, and raw honey, olive oil, prickly pear, vegetable glycerin, vitamin E, calendula, juniper berry, frankincense, amber, and myrrh. So it's a very magical blend. But I'm just gonna kind of show you so you can get an idea of the very watery kind of gel consistency. It sort of reminds me of a slightly thicker consistency, kind of like the Osea Hyaluronic Sea Serum, but less watery, like more, like this is thick a little bit. It comes out like gelatinous, very aloe vera gel, but like slightly thinner. Yeah, it's even smells magical. It's like magical scent mixed with cucumber. And it's so light and refreshing, and just like, it smells so fresh, but also magical, because it's got that frankincense and myrrh in it, and the amber. And then on top of that, it's got the juiced cucumber and lime and aloe vera. And so because of that, it's like refreshing, but also really, really magical scented. Like, it's very difficult. It's like if incense and cucumber got together, but it worked in a really strange way. Like, that's how this smells. And again, it's super soothing to the skin, very calming, very hydrating, easily absorbed into the skin, and it's not heavy. And this is a great like product you could mix with a face oil. So you, not mix with a face oil, but like layer underneath a face oil. So you would face mist and then this, and then a face oil or a balm or a cream or something. And that would probably do wonders for dry skin. This one, honestly, I used it a couple of years ago, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I was living in a completely different apartment, so I know it was like at least 2 or 3 years ago that I did it. But I had used this serum. I bought like a trial size of it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. And it really, like in the summertime, it was freaking genius because it was hydrating, but also like so soothing. And my skin tends to get inflamed in the summertime because of the sun. I'm just like, I get red really easily. I have like mild rosacea. And it did wonders for that, and my skin would still be hydrated but also not too oily. And then I was like going into fall and my skin was getting drier, and at the same time I was able to like continue to have that beautiful hydrated skin, and also it was like it was enough, if that makes sense. So it's like perfectly balancing in summer weather, and then also it's hydrating enough to transfer into fall. So that's a great thing that makes this product really versatile, is it's not like it's like just hydrating enough for summer but not hydrating enough for winter. Like it's gonna do both, although like I would say add a face oil in winter if you're like extremely dry. So that's just a side note, but this one is a winner. Like you will have the best experience with it no matter your skin type, I feel. Again, unless you have super sensitive skin and you can't use the essential oils, the scent blend might be kind of irritating to your skin if you're like extremely sensitive and can't deal with the essences in that. So something to keep in mind. Otherwise, you will have a great time with this. It's amazing. It's definitely like a solid product from their line that I continue to buy. So a couple more honorable mentions of things I don't have in my collection right now, but I want to mention them because I've tried them and I love them, is the Starry Eyes eye cream. That one's really good. It's one of the only other eye creams that I actually have used that I feel is worth the cost and actually has an effect on fine lines. So that's really saying something. You need a very small amount to get the effects, and it lasts ages. Like I had a small thing of it. I think I bought like a trial size or something, and I felt like it lasted me like months and months, and I used it every night. And I felt like it made a difference to fine lines, which was amazing. Granted, I'm not like, I don't have super deep set lines or anything, so that's something to keep in mind, but definitely felt like it gave me the results I was looking for. And then another product I wanted to mention is the Wild Child hair oil, which I really like. I'm always using that one because it's great on ends, and also it smells really nice. And it's great as a pre-shampoo treatment as well. So I like to use it on my ends because I get really frizzy hair because I've got like curly wavy hair that doesn't know what it wants to do. And the Wild Child hair oil helps a lot with that. And it's a great pre-shampoo treatment just to kind of moisturize the scalp and exfoliate, massage your scalp a little bit before you shampoo. Okay, and also the Lomi Lomi body oil is really great for summer. I don't like using it in fall because it smells like the beach, and like to me that's just like has to be summer and spring, but it smells amazing. And if you are all about body oils or all about that like beach scent, it's a great one to try. I definitely love the scent and I love using it like in the spring, summer months. But if you're someone who doesn't care about that and you just like that beach scent anytime, then definitely check it out. Before I let you go, I wanted to share some easy skincare routines from Good Medicine Beauty Lab that you could try out if you're interested in checking this brand out. Okay, so the first two, let me figure out what I'm holding here. I'm always trying to hold everything in my hand. The first two are, you can take your pick from the Rain Cleansing Oil or the Ashes Cleansing Grain. If you have more of a combination oily skin type, or if you like more scrub action type products, this is a great one. The Ashes Cleansing Grain is my favorite. It's my go-to. If you want something for removing makeup and you have dry skin and you do a lot of facial massage, this is the better choice because it's definitely more geared toward that. I personally would use these together as well because I would use this to remove my makeup, to do some facial massage, and then I would use this to kind of gently exfoliate my skin, get any dead skin cells off, and also the brightening action you get from the potato powder and the trace minerals is really great as well. And it's weird. It's like it has a tingling action, but it's also calming. I don't like calming to the skin, so it's not gonna inflame your skin. So yeah, definitely love these for the first step. The Breeze Revival Mist, and this one's again great for gently hydrating, balancing the pH. So right after you cleanse your skin, you would spritz your skin, and that would balance the pH out of your skin because ACV does that. And also there are just so many hydrating, calming ingredients in this face mist. And then you could use the Youth Nectar Serum, and this is a great hydrator if you have like extra dry skin. You could add in their Every Little Thing balm, which that's really a great balm. It's like you could even get like a sample size and it would last you quite a long time. Their deluxe samples are really awesome, and they're quite a bit cheaper if you don't want to invest in like the full size, even though I think both are pretty affordable. But yeah, definitely this one I think anybody could use, but again, if you have drier skin, then adding in that balm would be great. That is my review of Good Medicine Beauty Lab. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for all the products, they're going to be listed in the description below. As always, I hope that if you enjoyed this video, you give me a like, subscribe to my channel for more green beauty, wellness, and lifestyle videos, and I will see you next time.